So you want to be a rock star. Well, I have a legitimate 17-part step kind of system that will really work for you. We're going to start out with, how many steps were there again? 12? Yeah. There were 12 steps. And basically what we do is we take you through a regimen of several different spontaneous events and categories, and you actually get to choose what it is that you're doing at the time you're going through the course. So it's just very detrimental to your whole way of just valuing the system in which you live in, your responsibility for yourself, not only your respect for yourself, but the ability to take care of something and do something with what you've taken care of, and be successful at just doing that. So we're here for you every step of the way. Now, basically, we're just going to have you click on several million different types of things, with tiny little symbols that just mean what they stand for, and when you click and you go in, you end up finding out what they are about in generalities and realities and all kinds of unfigmental gestures and statements, and just dialogue and all kinds of mumbo jumbo criteria, that which fills the pages of these books that give us knowledge. Another thing I wanted to let you know is that, like, if you've been listening to this long and haven't realized that I'm making up every word and I have no idea what I'm talking about, then the joke is on you, my friend, because what I would like to say is I'm sorry for making a joke, uh, especially about, I mean, it's not really about you, it's just kind of a joke. So I'm hoping that, you can handle that, because I know what it's like. Sometimes people joke with you the wrong way, they rub you the wrong way, cause a friction, and it's just like, what the, and then bleep. For you guys, it may be the F word or whatever kind of word you use. I'm not using it today because I'm really tired of it. I think that, I think, and I know it's a very bad habit to stop saying the word, but the more I hear that word or think that word or say that word or hear myself say it, then think about the word. When I think of the word, I'm not saying it. You're not going to get me to say it. You'll hear me say it, but I don't ever mean to or want to stop saying it, because I think it's part of the link that helps you stop. I mean, really, they've done studies. Men cannot go a second without thinking about it. Unless they're really, really sick or they're really, really into something else at the time. But any moment they get where their brain is just like idle for a few seconds, it's like boom. So that's all there is in a man's life. That's all there is left to his day. Some really great sex. Now, you may have learned that from the society in which he was raised in, and every other male out there did endure it, learn it, be influenced by it, or also try to manipulate the system in which tried to make him into being something, but yet try to fight it in ways that it don't become exactly what everybody else has become. I want to just look you in the eye for a second and just say, you look, you look marvelous. You look beautiful, and I just wanted to say that because you do. And come on, What? No, seriously. Look at me. Look. You are the most beautiful person I've ever met. And I think that your potential, from what I've read in the Bible, from what I've heard ministers preach about what's in the Bible and help me understand things, is that God has made you a very, very, very beautiful person. Now, of course, when I look at you, I can see and feel that visual beauty, but what about the thought of the respect of the woman? Is that in there too? Do we love our women, or do we, the F word, do we just, they're not just meat. Women, ladies, this is me saying to you, you're not meat. You're not just some toy that we just use anytime we feel like it, and you know the deal. And it's okay to live your life. People might be afraid, they might be scared, you know? And what I'm thinking here is that, it's really good Mountain Dew. What Mountain Dew isn't good besides like really, really warm Mountain Dew? But anyway, so what we're thinking of was to take this right here. This is the Piddle Ass YouTube channel and Kate's Games YouTube channel. I made this art for her birthday. What we want to do is take this and get it to Kate. Is if there's anybody that can help me get this in the hands of Kate, Piddle Ass, I will send it to you, and you can give it to her for me, and ask her to just show it off in a video. Because I got a picture of it right here on my wall. And then I also have the LD Shadow Lady on. And whoever can help me get this to LD Shadow Lady, not the Kate's one. This, nope, wait, that one's Kate's too. You know how hard it is to realize where you are when you're trying to move your hands and point? I mean, like, have you ever tried to cut your hair with a mirror like this and a mirror like this, and you're like trying to get that straight line? Really? I'm telling you, you guys just hung out with. Do you know who you just hung out with? I know I've been in many characters because I'm very overactive imagination and all that. I'm very artistic and, you know, I don't know, narcissistic, autistic. I'm not exactly sure. I think we are all pieces of these delinquencies of, you know, in other people. You know, like a person has Tourette syndrome. Your parents cuss a lot. It's like Tourette syndrome is like the way our parents were when they cussed at each other and got real bad fights, but on crack or meth. So this is like Tourette's syndrome. And but I would think that, you know, people who get really angry, those are, and I wonder if it's not a chemical imbalance, but more of a, what I'm thinking is that it's more of a, I always like to see this fine line you don't hardly see it. It's very hard to explain, but it has a righteousness in it, and it's not boastful. You know something? You guys are freaking awesome. Look at you. No, seriously, turn around and look at yourself. You can't look at yourself by turning around. You have to go look in a mirror, man. Dude, girl. What up? Yo, like my phone number is 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 9,000, 11111. Yeah, just call me sometime. If you want my real phone number, I will write it down on the back of my shirt and not wear it in next Wednesday's video. Mountain Dew. Hold on a second. Jesus, I know you're there, and you're always there, but I need a visual friend, visual buddy. And sometimes Mountain Dew, yes, you sometimes he's my visual buddy. Everything's okay. Now, I know that would be an action of a real addict, but so far we haven't had any Mountain Dew or soda rehabs yet. I mean, to me, a beer tastes good, but I've gotten to the point where I feel I like the taste of a beer every once in a while, but when I have one every once in a while and only have one, it's just kind of like a really, really nice taste for me. Every once in a while I try to have one of my parents' natty ices or natty lights, natural ice, natural light. And their natural ice, I had like 4 sips and I was like, that is freaking potent, man. It was like, thanks. I'm not a drinker. I am Christian. I am trying to stop cussing and all that stuff. I know I'll never be perfect on that. I've been doing it my whole life, and everybody around me my whole life has done that. So, but I am holding myself to wanting, to needing, to praying for God to lift off. I would like to just sound like a gentleman every time I speak, unless I'm being funny or entertaining for people. And I just want to be a blessing on people's lives. I want to be a blessing on your life. If I can get you here to watch me on your time off and just chill without any qualms and just like me for whatever you want to like me for, and just, be inspired like I am when I look at a Piddle Ass video and Piddle Ass, I love you, you're freaking cool. You're awesome, man. You are the awesome. And I can't like even explain it. I'll sound so retarded if I try. Yeah. See what I mean? Uh, anyway, Piddle Ass, if you are watching, I made this for you. I wear it, but see, it was all black. It didn't have the pink or the blue or anything, but the black smudged. So I went ahead and colored over. See how it's smudged on the back there, where it's gray? And I want to color the whole hat. And then I've got a shirt that I made, and that, and LD Shadow Lady. I got this hat that I made for LD Shadow Lady. I have to put some blue in there so you can see the lady down here. And I got a shirt that I made for her too. And I did have this shirt started. It looked really cool. It was just LD Shadow Lady's name, Piddle Ass's name, or Kate's Games. I put Piddle Ass and Kate's Games like everywhere. Even if it's like my shirt design or whatever. But I put Strawberry 17, and then I put Kate's Games, and then Piddle Ass, and then LD Shadow Lady, and it was all kind of connected and everything. And it was just cool because they're like my favorite gamer girls. I'm a guy. I think it's okay as a guy to fancy a attractive female for not just good looks, but for humor or personality, opinion, quirks. Just like anything you value about anyone, you, first thing you may see is their shape and their contour and what they dress like, and, stuff like that. The stuff that's right there in front of you. But then you get to know them a little bit, or if you don't get to know them, you just think about them, like what their life might be, what the mystery is, whatever, kind of like that. This Mountain Dew needs to go. Oh, Mountain Dew, I miss you. Why won't you come back to me and something in a nicer, more drinkable liquid? And that's why I like Kate, and that's why I get inspired by Kate, my Piddle Ass. That's why I get inspired by her, because, I wouldn't be able to sit here for 17 minutes just, yeah, I would, but, like, to put it out there, I have no problems with putting it out there. It's just that I've been doing it since 2010 or something like that, and, I've had very little success, but I've gotten the views. I've had channels where it was up above 1,000 or whatever before I even, figured out you could buy views, and then I bought views from the wrong vendor, and it's like for 10, 15 bucks you can get a few thousand or whatever, and just make it seem. I don't want to do it forever. I just wanted to make it seem, kind of like putting on a bright orange shirt, like, hello, I'm here. Because there are people who look at the numbers and they share by the numbers, and they're looking at numbers. They're not looking at, they might, at first be drawn in by what they see, but then, and it's also being like in search, like if you're searched a lot. So like if you don't know something, one thing, like say there's a blog you made. Now you want this blog to be seen a lot and to get seen. All right. And what you need to do is like have a lot of your friends or people just search you. The more that people search you or click on you and things like that is going to add to your I guess, because is the word complacency, or where you are in, I don't know, I can't, I was like right there on the tip of the idea, but here I am trying to be Albert Einstein in 2014, where my genius is doing simple things other people never thought of. And I'm not rich for it or anything, but a lot of people do get helped by what I say, what I do, the help that I offer. So there you have it. I want to tell you all. I know my accent is very, very weird, but I just want to be personal with you before I go. I love you very, very much, and I want you to know that Jesus Christ, that dude loves you with all that he is. Ruler of the universe, with all that he has, with all that he is, he loves you. And he has a lot of awesome promises for you. Remember that thin line I talked about? If you've watched this whole thing, you remember when I talked about a thin line. Okay, before I leave, I'm going to explain the thin line like this. You are putting in for Publishers Clearinghouse. You've been doing it ever since you got it. You just go, you answer the email, you click on the things, you search something, you get re-entered for every month. And one time you watched some videos of people who won, and you realized one thing. There's always another person standing with them. The person who wins. Sometimes the person who wins is alone, but there's usually a person standing with most of them, and the person who answers the phone, or not the answer the phone, but the person who comes to the door is usually the cynic. That means he comes to the door and he's like, "What? Huh? Like, could this be real?" And it's not for him. So, you know, the person who believes is just inside, not ready to answer the door even. And she comes out, and almost in every scenario, there's the one person who didn't believe it. He's like, "I thought that was a scam." I was like, "Here you are getting $5,000 a week or something for the rest of your life, and that's all you got to say." Too. So it's like, that person who believed, it's like, you deserve something. See, maybe we have a built-in, some of us have a built-in, feeling as to what it is like when when you know that God loves you. Only thing was, for the longest time, we thought it was us until we actually realized that feeling that makes it look like we have so much when we have so little, as in, things, is really not much after you're on the tip top. So, but I'm losing my train of thought again. Sometimes it gets derailed, sometimes it goes the wrong way, but my train of thought, this is cool. I like this. Alright, wait. Alright. Did I get it? I think I got it. Whoa! Oh my god, look what it is. It's a computer! I got a computer! Oh my god! It's the biggest one ever! I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. What do I know? I may not know anything, but this is already 25 minutes. If you guys watch this whole thing, I just want to let you know one thing. Minutes count. If you go to analytics, YouTube also counts how many minutes each person watches a video. So credit towards your popularity also counts in how many minutes of a video a person watches. So if you guys watch 25 minutes and 38 seconds, or whenever I turn this thing off, I'll actually be able to see that. I'll actually be able to go in there and be like, you know, if there's hardly any minutes, I know that everybody watched a few seconds of it. If it's like blown up, and I know that people watched a lot of them and watched the whole thing, or pretty much of it. And what does that mean? If they're watching the whole thing, it means it's interesting. And if it's interesting, what does that mean? That means that you have something there. Like Piddle has. She has something. What is it? It's called Caitlin Witcher. That's what she has. Sometimes you catch a swordfish just jumping out of the water or something. And for a second, you just caught something awesome. You just caught a glimpse of something awesome. When you watch Hollywood stars and stuff, you keep going back to see the movies and stuff because you keep getting these glimpses of something. Someone's awesome. Like, whoa, they're doing that in this movie. How, you know, and it's just freaking awesome. But see, tonight we're lighting my hair on fire. No, I can't do it. I won't do it. I believe in me. I'm joking, guys. Seriously. How many times I gotta tell you guys? Lighters light candles, not cigarettes. Not in my house, at least. If you have a candle and you have a light, do not ever, if you're a kid and you're watching me right now, do not ever go under a bed with a candle. You hear me? I was just thinking a candle, and I was like, I know a kid's gonna watch this. And I was like, and I don't know why. I just thought of, you know, some kid just thinking he's adventurous or something. Got a candle in his room, picks it up off of the dresser or whatever, and wants to go underneath the bed just to see what it's like. And, oh, it's cool. Now it's lighted under here and stuff, whatever. And I'm like, shit catching on fire. No. So don't ever. This is my safety tip for the year, man. Do not ever take a candle underneath the bed. Got it? And don't play with these. Now, every once in a while. No, I'm kidding. I'm tired. I think I'm gonna go. Really, I am. Would you like to see me go? Hey, I know. This is a really great idea I just came up with. How about a comment? Yeah, down there. Just one comment. Right there. Click. Pretty please. With butter and cheese. Pretty please. with Bugay and TT. Gatayan tayo, Buna, ito. Ha! Chop, chop. You're gone now. You'll come back and pay your bill. Chop, chop, you go now. You eat too much. I want to tell you a story about a man who tried to stop his own video but could not do it until 30 minutes and